We have a special craft for Advent. Long ago in Germany, people would light candles in the winter. They did this because they were looking forward to spring, and they were hoping that the candles would bless them and bring spring along quickly. Later, people used evergreen wreaths, and they would put candles in and light them. And they would say a prayer to God to bless their homes and bless them as they waited for Christmas. We're going to make an Advent wreath for you to use as a decoration at home and to help you count down to Christmas. We have lots of Advent calendars, and I know that you enjoy the Advent calendar where there's a little chocolate behind every door of every day leading up to December 25th. This calendar wreath will help you remember the joy that Jesus brings at Christmas time and every day. You will need some green Play-Doh. There are recipes online to make Play-Doh. You can either use a recipe to cook Play-Doh or to make a non-cooking recipe, or you can go to the dollar store and you can buy Play-Doh. You would need yellow and green, and I think it would cost you about $1 for each container. When I made my green wreath, I made my wreath about the size of a dessert plate. And then I had some pine sprigs and pine cones, and I even had a few red berries that I put on my wreath for a decoration. You also need a baggie that zips. And inside the baggie, you can put 3 purple candles, 1 rose-colored or pink candle, a tea light, and some yellow Play-Doh. And it's important to keep the yellow Play-Doh in the baggie after each use so that it stays soft. This is how an Advent wreath works. Advent begins on the 29th of November this year, the closest Sunday to the last day of November. So, you can take a purple candle and put it in your wreath. We're going to go all the way around the wreath. The wreath is round because it reminds us that God's love never ends. Always moves around in a circle to people everywhere. That's a nice feeling, isn't it? So, the first candle for November 29th, the beginning of Advent, is the candle of hope. And please don't use a match to light this candle. We wouldn't want to have a fire here. you can put some Play-Doh on top of your candle and shape it like a flame. And then, once you light your candle, you can say a little prayer for hope. And thank God for giving us the gift of hope. Jesus, who would light up our world and bless everyone with his kindness. And you might add that you already know about the Jesus Bridge and how to bring hope to others in your heart. And then, on December the 6th, that's the next week of Advent, because we're going 1 week at a time. You take a purple candle, add your flame, and this is the candle for peace. Look at that. We linked the Peace of Remembrance Day to the peace and joy of Advent. And you can say a little prayer to thank God for bringing his Son to show us how to bring peace to others. And you already know about using Jesus as a bridge to peace. The next Sunday is December the 13th. And this is the third week in Advent. And we take the pink candle. And the pink candle is the candle for joy. We can put that here. And once again, we can say a little prayer to thank God for bringing us his Son to light up our hearts with joy. And we know how to spread joy to others, right? Through our Jesus Bridge. This candle is for December 20th. Oh, we're getting closer to Christmas. And this is the candle of love. And in your prayer, you might want to say, thank you, God, for bringing us your Son, who showed us the meaning of love. Hope, peace, joy, love. And Christmas Eve, or Christmas morning, Jesus' birthday, you can put your tea light, which is lit, in the middle of your Advent wreath. And there you go. Christmas is coming, and the Advent wreath will help you count down the days. You know, we're always thinking about what we're going to receive for Christmas, what we're going to find when we open up our stockings, or when we're counting down to Christmas, we think about a chocolate treat every day. I have another craft that isn't so much a craft where you're getting things. This is a giving kind of craft. And you don't need Scotch tape. You don't need glue, and you don't need Play-Doh. You do need to go to the link in our Messy Church online program to find a reverse Advent project. What reverse means is, well, you know. Instead of doing the usual getting for Christmas, we're going to turn it upside down and we're going to give from our hearts all during Advent. The list online is a list of food, numbering day 1 right through to day 24 in December. And I have a big box here. And day 1, it says, box of cereal. And so, I can put that in my big box. Day 2 is peanut butter. So I can put that in. December 3rd is stuffing mix. And it goes all the way down to a can of green beans to put in there on December 24th. Just imagine how much food you'll have in this box. And what are you going to do with it? You can take it to our food bank. And that will help to give someone who doesn't have very much a very Merry Christmas. Now, what I did was I copied the list from the computer onto a big piece of paper that I could put on my fridge. And when you go grocery shopping, you'll be able to check and see what kinds of foods you need to have on hand for the coming weeks. Just imagine how happy a family would be to get this box of food. I hope you enjoyed our Messy Church tonight. It's going to be a busy Advent because you've got bridges to build, not only with Lego or boxes, but also Jesus bridges. You have an Advent wreath to make, and you have a list of foods for the food bank. I hope you'll remember the most important thing of all. God is always with us, not just at Advent, but every day. And God is love. And He gave us the gift of Jesus to bring hope, peace, joy, and love. Happy birthday to our Messy Church members who are celebrating in November. Godspeed. May God go with Father Tim, Lynn, Sophie, and Felicity as they prepare for a new adventure at Christ Church Cathedral in Hamilton. We are going to miss them. Tim's last Sunday at St. Mark's is November 22nd, but I'm sure that the whole family will come back and visit us. Remember, Messy Church on December the 11th, when we're going to talk about Christmas and the reason for the season. Bye for now.